wins are so much sweeter. When we celebrate that first client or that first major milestone, it just makes that victory so much grander. On the flip side, I think also the struggles and the valleys that we could go through, I think we got to learn how to stay in our own lane. We've had to learn to navigate having to bring out each other's strengths, because a lot of times when we've been in the corporate world, we'd like to somewhat be in control of certain aspects and things of that. I remember our first conference call together. It was a learning lesson for me of when to kind of pivot and just kind of let him speak on behalf of our business, and vice versa, because I think sometimes, if otherwise, we may be talking over each other a lot of times. But I also think, as far as our marriage is concerned, learn to have that balance, because we can, if you let ourselves do it, we can talk work 24/7. Yeah. And we have to say, you know what, I'm not wanting to talk about work today. Yeah. We're just out to have fun, because otherwise we know everything about work together, that it's hard for us to kind of put that away sometimes.
You know, for me, I've wanted to work with her for, a long time, and this is actually our second time. I had a little side career hustle for about 3 years where I was a chef and had a restaurant, and she was actually my accountant when I had the restaurant. And nobody knew she did anything with the restaurant, because she also was a full-time mom at that point. So she would take the kids to school, come to the restaurant, do all my bookkeeping, everything, and then leave to go pick them up and everything, because they were at that time so involved in sports and everything. And so, but that was one way I got to see her, because the restaurant took a lot of my time. But yeah, so then when this opportunity arose again, I think, she's phenomenal. I've been very lucky to be with her. We've been married, I guess, coming up on 33 years. And so it's kind of natural. I like spending time with her. She's my best friend. So all the time that I can get with her, I know she might say something different to that. But anyway, but yeah, we both have strong personalities, I think, but that's because we both were leaders in our careers. So she's been a controller and I was a CIO at one point, and so we've both been in leadership and dealing with executives. So we are sometimes boisterous and have our opinions. The other thing I can say, it's a little bit challenging to work with your spouse, in the fact that when you have coworkers, they don't know your facial expressions. They don't know every little thing about you. So Lisa and I will have a conversation, and then all of a sudden she doesn't have to say anything, and I go, okay, let's back that up, because she'll give me a look. But that's true. You don't have that. Hopefully you don't know your boss that well. Otherwise you'd probably be spending too much time with your boss. So, but anyway, so that's, yeah, but it's to me, it's just a blessing to do that with her every day. And to support her in any way that I can. And we have very complementing talents, where I'm technical, I'm very process oriented, I have a lot of, it's fun, I have a lot of, I like setting up procedures and understanding those procedures. But Lisa's the more personal, approachable, and very empathetic kind of leader, and she gets on one-on-one with people and does very good. But a combination of those two things are very good for businesses. So.